What's going on, guys? I think this should be working. Um, we'll see. Yeah, I think we're good. Um, hmm. Awesome. Yeah, I think we're set up now. So yeah, welcome in everybody. It's week one. Super excited for football here. This is a live stream I'll be doing every single week. I'll just be going over actives and inactives, giving you guys general start sit information, and just sort of doing what I can to get you guys prepped for week one. So it should be a lot of fun. A lot of interesting news to break down. I'll wait a little bit, see if we want to get a few more people in here. But if not, I'll just record it, and then you guys can go feel free and watch this afterwards. So. Yeah, hopefully you guys are super excited for football like I am. Moving on to the actives list. So we've got a lot of actives here, most notably Ja'Marr Chase. He will be suiting up in week one. Um, Big news here. I'm sure he's going to be limited to some capacity, but we'll see what happens there. I do fully expect Ja'Marr Chase to be involved enough that you're definitely starting him if you have him. Keenan Allen is active. I would prefer to look elsewhere here. I kind of view him as the wide receiver 3 in Chicago anyway, dealing with a heel injury. I don't want to play a limited Keenan Allen in the first week ever with a rookie quarterback. Um, Good morning, Joel. Good morning, Paul. Welcome in. Super stoked for football. Glad you guys made it. Tyreek Hill also active. He had a bit of an incident this morning, a traffic incident. Glad everything worked out okay. Obviously, always concerning when you see a player get detained by police before the start of the game, but Tyreek Hill's going to play. We'll interesting what sorts out there, but really glad Tyreek's going to be in. DeAndre Hopkins, Tyler Lockett, both of those guys are active as well. I'd prefer to look elsewhere than both of them if I could, but they're low-end flex options if you need them. CeeDee Lamb was activated off of their uh, whatever like, RFI list, something like that. Regardless, CeeDee Lamb he'll be playing this week, and also we did get big news of Dak Prescott signing a massive contract this morning, so that's obviously super exciting and fun to see all that money get thrown around. And then last active, Antonio Gibson was a little bit limited coming into the week. He's going to play. Not playing Antonio Gibson. It makes Ramondre a bit of a less exciting low-end RB2, but you're still playing Ramondre probably. As far as inactives go, T. Higgins, he's the main inactive here. He's obviously dealing with that hamstring injury that popped up. We'll see how long he's going to be out. I don't think I'm looking at any other Bengals this week, especially because Ja'Marr Chase is active, so I'm not going to look to play someone like Yoshi or Burton. If you want to pick up one of those guys, Mike Gesicki's maybe a decent flyer as well. See what happens. If somebody pops, they could be more involved in the course of the rest of the season. Russell Wilson also going to be inactive here, so we are going to see Justin Fields start for the Steelers this week. Lowers the ceiling of the passing game just a little bit. So like George Pickens, you're still playing him, but not as excited about that this week. However, I do think if you really needed to, you could probably stream Justin Fields because he might rush for 60 or 70 yards in this one. So you could look there. It'll be interesting to see what happens in Pittsburgh at the quarterback position going forward. Josh Downs inactive for the Colts. Does make A.D. Mitchell an interesting option. I'm not going to play him, but just keep an eye on him. I think he's good. He's got a good shot to be really involved this week, and I really like him as a player. So we'll see what happens there. Malik Washington, he is going to be inactive. For those of you who don't know, he's a rookie wide receiver for the Miami Dolphins. I think Waddle and Tyreek Hill are basically just in line for huge games. Then also I didn't list it here, but Jalen Wright was a healthy scratch for the Dolphins as well. Going to be a lot of Mostert and Achane this week. I think they're both in line for big games. I'd be looking to get both of them in my lineup this week. DJ Chark was placed on IR last night, so that does mean that we've basically got three clear wide receivers in Los Angeles. You've got Joshua Palmer, Ladd McConkey, and Quentin Johnston. Don't really love playing any of them. I think Ladd would be the one that I'd look to play, but I think they all should probably be rostered at least to see what happens this week. Roschon Johnson, also a healthy scratch here. Makes Khalil Herbert a pretty interesting, like deep league bench stash because I do think he might get more work than we're anticipating. I think it could be more of a 50-50 split than people are expecting between him and Swift. And Roschon Johnson's was a guy that I would have been a little bit worried about. So keep an eye on Khalil Herbert. I'm not playing him, but just keep an eye on that for sure. Joel, with Russ out, should I start Pickens or Najee in my flex spot? I think I would still go with George Pickens there. They're hoping for a big play. If you're in non-PPR, I'd probably lean towards Najee and just hope for the touchdown because Najee's obviously got a better shot to score here. But Pickens, I still think is a guy that I'm trying to get in. I've got Najee in a league. I'm benching him for Raheem Mostert. I don't know if that helps give you context, but that was a decision I made this morning. I pivoted with Russ being out and then with the news of Jalen Wright. So that should help give you guys a little bit of context there. Other than that, though, nothing else to really report. Just really super stoked for football. I think we got a couple of really great games. Really excited to see. I think the Bills Cardinals are going to be an awesome game here. Sunday Night Football between the Rams and Lions. That's going to be a blast. Lots of good football today, and I'm super excited. Hopefully you guys are too. Um, yeah, Paul, I agree. I do think Pickens is probably due. Pickens is going to get targeted deep downfield, so you're banking on it's a much higher variance play. I think he could be a bust this week. Obviously, I don't think Najee can really completely burn you because the volume will be there, but Pickens is a guy that has a lot more upside. I guess it just sort of comes down to what you need. I'd prefer though to just play Pickens if I can because I generally shoot for that upside on my roster each week. Yeah, Paul, it really is like Christmas morning. I woke up like a little kid this morning. I woke up super early before an alarm. Just couldn't go back to sleep. But yeah, super fun here, guys. I really appreciate you guys stopping by. We'll be doing these every single week. It should be a lot of fun. Hopefully, you guys find these helpful. Feel free if you have any additional questions. You're more than welcome to add them to the comments of this video. I'll make sure to do my best to get back to you guys before kickoff. And hopefully, you guys have a good week this week. And we got just don't overreact to week one. That's one thing I'll put out there is just it's just 1 week. If you guys have a really rough week one, there's plenty of season left. Don't overreact to everything. If you guys have a really awesome week one, that's fantastic, but don't get too happy and just assume you're going to win your league because of that 1 week. There's a lot that's going to change between now and then, and just stay level-headed and make sure that we keep doing our best, make sure we get better and better. So enjoy it, everybody. It's football, and I can't wait for it. So yeah, appreciate you guys, and I'll... yes, Paul, I did see you drop Isaiah Likely in our league. That's a little rough. You can spend a lot of fab on him next week if you want. But yeah, really appreciate you guys. It's going to be a lot of fun. And if you guys have any other questions or anything, just let me know in the comments. And can't wait for football. So yeah, catch you guys.